Hello friends, welcome to another of my jazz guitar instruction videos. If you like what you hear today, please give me a like and a subscribe. Today we are going to look at a little set of alternate changes that you can play on the 12-bar blues. You can then of course use that in all sorts of different musical situations as well. So I was listening to a really great album by the wonderful Hank Mobley, late great Hank Mobley, wonderful sax player, and the album is Dippin', track 3. It's called The Breakthrough, and it is a 12-bar blues. And when they get to the last 4 bars, instead of going straight to the 2 chord, they do this. I'm sure you clocked that. So they go straight to the 5 chord, they go to the C7, they go down a tone, they go down another tone, they go down another tone, and what do you know, you're a semitone above chord 1, right where you start the 12-bar blues again. So in context, it's going to sound like this. In fact, I'll comp a couple of choruses and have a go at soloing over that little sequence. Then we'll talk about some little things you can do to make it a bit easier. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, hours of fun. It's cool, isn't it? So if I've got those chords flying by, it might be a little bit overwhelming at first. So something I might want to do is simplify what I've got here. So instead of thinking like C13 and all the possible extensions, for me, I've always found it easier, and I certainly didn't invent this. When I've got this chord, I just think of it as like the related to. So in other words, if I'm doing this, I think G minor. And then down a tone, I think F minor. E flat minor. D flat minor, which of course ends up being the altered scale on the C7 or like D flat melodic minor, depending on what kind of dominant chord we're treating these as. I think it works really well actually if we treat them as sus chords, so like a sort of so that's something you could do, is just take a line from like what the related to chord would be, something maybe a little bit quartal in nature, pentatonic, let's try that in context. I'm going to try and do something like that when I get to that part. 2, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you heard that there. It's nice, isn't it? Different set of changes. Now, where I think this sounds really great actually is if the whole band doesn't do it. On that recording they do, and it's lovely. I think it's really effective if you're sort of 5 or 6 choruses in, things are starting to get a little bit fruity, and you want to imply a different set of changes over the top. That's one of the beautiful things about jazz, isn't it? Within the band, within the quartet or whatever, we can all take different routes through different parts of the harmony, but we end up back in the same place, in this case, on chord 1. So if we think about that, that's like a 5-1 relationship, isn't it? We're going from a chord 5 there, but we're just implying that over the top. And the same thing happens, or can happen, at the start of the 12-bar blues as well. So if we're in the key of F, we've essentially got 4 bars of F before in bar 5, landing on B flat if we strip it back to its most basic form. So all we can do there is we can do the exact same thing, right? We can go F7, E flat 7, D flat 7, C flat 7 to the B flat there. What that can mean is I can play like C minor, B flat, A flat, G G flat. In context, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the other set here as well. There you go, little something to think about. Different chords you can put over the top of the 12-bar blues. Cool. The lovely thing is you could halve that as well. So you could just do it, for example, in the first 4 bars of the 12-bar blues, you could go. Do it at the end as well. Let's try that. Really nice, also great for comping as well. You could of course do all of that on any tune that goes 5/1 or 1/4, and that's basically every single jazz standard ever, isn't it? So there you go. You can annoy your bandmates over the next couple of years trying to get that into every single playing situation possible. Thanks very much for your time today, and see you on another one of these.